Hi, welcome to Kadai Neram. My first story was from the place where I was born, Madurai, and this is my second attempt and I want to tell about the place where I grew up. This is the map of Kadalur district. So this is the place where I grew up, studied and spent all my childhood here. Now you must be wondering why I circle few of the places, right? The hero of the story that I'm going to tell travels to all these places, and that's the reason why I circled. Now I welcome you all to join the journey along with the hero. He is Tirunavukkarasar and he is the hero of the story. Now you must be puzzled why I call a saint as a hero, right? Tirunavukkarasar was introduced to me by my Tamil teacher at the age of 13. My teacher's name is Mrs. Kalai Chelvi and she's a very strict teacher. Yet, she teaches the class in a very profound way that you will fall in love with her teaching. In my teenage, when I heard the story from Mrs. Kalai Chelvi about Tirunavukkarasar, I felt this guy is kind of cool and no one in the world can perform cool stuff like him. What kind of cool stuff did he do? Let's get into the story. Appar was born in a village called Tiruvamur and this place is 6 kilometers away from Panrutti. This is the house of Tirunavukkarasar and it is converted into a temple now. Tirunavukkarasar was born to Puhalanar and Madiniyar. He has an elder sister Tilagavadiyar. In those early days, the marriage age for a woman was 12. Tilagavadiyar was betrothed to Kalipahayar by her parents. Kalipahayar is a military commander and he is also very much devoted to Lord Shiva. After their engagement, war broke between the North India and the South Indian. Kalipahayar led the army as commander-in-chief. Due to this reason, Tilagavadiyar's marriage was postponed a bit. Meanwhile, Tilagavadiyar's parents, Puhalanar and Madiniyar, passed away due to some kind of illness. Very soon, another sad news also reached her that Kalipahayar also passed away in the war front. The death of all their close ones in a very short span disturbed Tilagavadiyar and Tirunavukkarasar. They were totally shattered down. Seeing the kid's pathetic life, the people in the village gathered together to console her. They consoled Tilagavadiyar saying she is only betrothed to Kalipahayar and she is not married to him, so she can marry anyone in the future and live a happy life. But Tilagavadiyar refused it and said her parents promised Kalipahayar and she cannot break it now. She also said since Kalipahayar is no more, she also doesn't want to live anymore and want to kill herself. Hearing that, her brother Marul Nikiyar stopped her by saying he will die before her as he does not want to live all alone by himself. On seeing his brother's poor state, Tilagavadiyar's mind changed and she decided to live for her brother. She dressed herself as a widow at the age of 12 without even marrying and she lived for her brother. It is said that locals in the village even today perform the engagement ceremony between the bride and bridegroom on the day before the marriage. It is not performed several months ahead like in other places. After facing a big loss in life, Marul Nikiyar understood the impermanence of life. So he decided to spend all his wealth for feeding poor people, constructing water tank, etc. During that time period, Jainism began to spread a lot in South India. Marul Nikiyar was drawn to Jainism mainly due to the principle of Ahimsa. One day, without even telling his sister, who was just living for him, he went to join the Jain school in Padaliputra. Padaliputra in the south was modeled by Jains. They were inspired by the capital city of Padaliputra in the north, ruled by King Ashoka after converting himself to Buddhism. They wanted to construct a similar city in the south as well. Padaliputra, modeled by Jains in the south, is today called as Kadalur, Tirupathripuliyur or Tirupapuliyur. Tilagavadiyar was not completely happy by his brother converting to Jainism and she prayed to Lord Shiva to bring him back to her. In her prayer, she heard a voice telling her not to worry and her brother will come back to Saivism and will be named as Tirunavukarasar. In the Jain monastery, the monks named Marulnikiyar as Dharmasenar. Upper once got a severe stomach pain which was not cured despite his effort and also the effort of healers in the monastery. Finally, he left the monastery in Kadalur at night and went back to his sister's place in Tiruvadigai. Tilakavadiyar welcomed him back home and gave him a sacred ash by uttering the 5-letter mantra Namah Shivaya. Marulnikiyar applied the ash all over his body and that instantly cured him. Next morning, Tilakavadiyar took him to the Virataneshwarar temple in Tiruvadigai. There he sang a poem that starts with Kutrayina. God got so pleased by his song and blessed him with the name Tirunavukarasar. After Tirunavukarasar was blessed by Lord Shiva, people started worshipping him. The monks from Jainism couldn't bear the rising popularity of Marulnikiyar after he switched back to Hinduism. They thought that people will think Jainism is no more a powerful religion as Marulnikiyar could not be saved by Jainism and could be saved only by Hinduism. At that time, the southern part of India was ruled by Mahendravarman. He is a Pallava king and he followed Jainism. So the monks went to the Pallava king seeking his help. The king thought that as long as Tirunavukarasar is alive, people will not trust Jainism and will only trust Saivism. So he decided to kill Tirunavukarasar. So he sent a security guard to bring Tirunavukarasar to his courtyard. Tirunavukarasar refused to come, saying he is only bound to Lord Shiva and not the king. He began to sing Namarku Kudiyallom Namanayanjom. The security guards fell at Tirunavukarasar's feet and pleaded him to come to the court. If he refused, then the king might punish them and so Tirunavukarasar went to meet the Pallava king. Seeing the attitude of Tirunavukarasar, the king decided to kill him by putting him in the kiln. This is the kiln where they put limestone and heat at very high temperature around 950 degrees Celsius to get quick lime. Then the quick lime is treated with water to get calcium hydroxide, which is a lime. And this lime is used for constructing dams, buildings, road, etc. Just imagine 950 degrees Celsius, how hot it should be. But Appar was quite cool singing the song Masil Veenayum Malai Madiyamum. His devotion to Lord Shiva protected him from all the heat. And this is the reason I called him as hero. As a second attempt to kill Tirunavukarasar, the king mixed poison to the milk and made him drink. Praying Lord Shiva, he began to sing Nanjum Amudamagum in the Nathan Adiyarke. Then the poison milk turned into nectar. Then the king ordered his Magur to kill him using the royal elephant. But the elephant worshipped him and left when he began to sing Sunna Ven Sandana Chandu. Finally, the king decided to tie Tirunavukarasar to a rock and throw him into the middle of the ocean. But the rock started to float and reached the shore at Tirupadari Puliyur at Kadalur as soon as he sang Sottunai Vediyan. The exact location where Tirunavukarasar reached the shore is now called as Karayera Vittakuppam. In that place, there is a beautiful Shiva temple. It's a very old temple constructed by the king after Tirunavukarasar reached the shore. This is a Shiva temple called the Padalishwarar temple in Tirupadari Puliyur. Tirunavukarasar went there and sang a Devaram song. Locals in Kadalur even today believe that worshipping Padalishwarar temple is equal to 10 times worshipping Shiva in Kasi and 8 times in Tiruvannamalai and 3 times in Chidambaram. From Kadalur Padalishwarar temple, Marulnikiyar now went to Virataneshwarar temple in Tiruvadigai. This is Tirunavukarasa's house and is converted into temple now. People suffering from ulcer and stomach pain pray here and get relief. Mahendravarman realized that Appar has been blessed by Lord Shiva and surrendered to him. He then later converted to Saivism and constructed lot of Hindu statues in Mahabalipuram, which is near Chennai. The lesson which Tirunavukarasa's life teaches all is faith, devotion, rooting oneself in absolute truth makes one unshakable, unwavering and fearless. I hope you enjoyed the journey along with Marul Nikiyar in and around Kadalur. If you enjoyed this video, like, share and subscribe.